Okay, we're back on Promise of a Flower. Colon Scout? Yes.
Just checking,
The
just
game is
seeing what's
Alien
there.
Fireteam Elite.
I guess in the main room, we can put turrets down and stuff in the main room if we want, because
I
we
think
circle
so.
back to it.
That's
Yeah.
right. We just leave them there for when we come back.
Oh my god, the engines are on. Let me get in the jet blast. Ah, oh, it's so warm.
So, hydrocarbons. Actually, I don't know what they use.
I don't know what this is. Well, I mean, it's not hurting me.
Look at my lab coat.
Yeah.
Right, you see it, you see it, see it?
Yeah.
Not a single movement. So much starch. Just crisp. Just like crisp lab coat.
Oh, I didn't. On this particular loadout, I didn't put my lab coat grip on. Blew it.
Oh, did the lab coat come with the expansion?
I don't know, but I eventually got it.
Okay.
And on my other loadout, I had the lab coat on. Now I'm so not cool. It's just not.
You're not a scientist.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I need some boxes moved. I'll get you on it.
I need cool science done. Give you a call.
I know, right? I cover the back. Okay, that being said, talking shit about scientists, non-scientists, whatever, right? On Friday, we had a meeting for like, what's the scientific plan of this facility? And we have this every Friday. But this time it was like 30 minutes of how many trash bins can we have in this area? Like we're accumulating trash in the control room. We need more trash bins. And like there's no space in the control room for trash bins. Like, okay, can we put one outside? And it's 30 minutes of like, where do we need to have a trash can? Like, guys, like let's just get one. Like, what are we doing?
That's the old joke. You have to, you have scientists and high-level people in a room discussing some trash bins, and it's like, how much money did we just spend on labor in that meeting?
All of our salaries and all of our cognitive powers just wasted.
And it's like, if we got top-of-the-line trash cans for like $100 a trash can, it's like we don't even come close to the labor cost of that meeting.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy. But also not my meeting to say stuff, so fine.
It is so hard to keep meetings going when people go off on tangents like that and be like, let's circle back, let's get back to what we were talking about. It's like, no, the trash cans, you don't understand.
Like, it's a real problem. I was like, okay.
No, I was always imagine, like, in China, there's some scientists. They're like, "What do you need?" And like, it's just control room and the lab. It's just perfection. All the trash cans you need. Clean. Maintain.
Like, it's not an issue. Like, get to work. Stop talking about this. Yeah.
Right. Do science. I'm not hiring you to do this.
Right.
But in the West, we're like.
Penny pinching left and right, and then but the result of penny pinching left and right is that you have to have these discussions.
Right.
Warrior incoming.
But yeah, so you can dodge them with the double tap spacebar. Jumped off the edge. Cool beans, next room.
Right. Even like asking for funding as a scientist. What a waste of time.
No sign of the company
What a waste of time.
or Cynthia's clones. What could rip apart a Xeno like this?
Unknown. But xenomorphs
And
do not willingly leave their
gosh,
dead behind.
justifying equipment costs to people that don't know how to assess your justification. Like,
Right.
I can run all sorts of simulations, but if you don't know how to interpret them because you're not in the field, then what am I doing?
Right.
You're effectively just looking over my shoulder and say, "Did you do a good job?" And I say, "Yes, I did." Because you don't know how to interpret what I did. Then what are we doing?
Yeah, I told you the story of my dad. He was an engineer, and he went to the factory, and they're using like 1970s computers, old machines, and like they're trying to get upgrades in the factory. It's like, well, it's still working as it is, so what do you need an upgrade for? And then he goes to the accounting department. It's like top of the line desktops,
Oh, yeah.
top of the line desks, and chairs,
Like multiple monitors and
yeah. And it's like, well, why do you guys need all that equipment? It was working. And I was like, well,
you need it.
we need it. Well, it's like, well, what about the factory floor? Well, it's working. It's like, oh, so when the money people need new equipment, there's room in the budget. When the factory that actually makes the damn money
Right.
needs equipment,
Actually
well,
makes the product, makes the thing that people are buying. It's like, go to hell. You guys don't need it.
is it broken? No. Is it working?
No, it's not.
Yes. Well, what's the problem?
Right.
Absolutely
Gosh, and
ridiculous.
you can see this just at every university. You go to the business building, and it's beautiful. You go to like the chemistry building, the physics building. It's from 1980.
Right. And like, there's a little bit of dirt and grime because
Jammed
they're
up real good.
like,
Because they're only
Don't let
allotted
demo charge.
cleaning once
That's
a
like
week.
clearing your
Yeah.
vibe. Blast that fucker open.
But then the business building, the law building, beautiful.
beautiful.
This ruin may have substantial.
And it really is just the closer you are to the money, the easier it is to get
You get
money.
perks.
Engineers went to piss.
But the bad thing about this for society is a lot of the value added is done far away from money. So eventually you're going to get poorer, I think. You don't prioritize people who don't directly
Well, also,
advocate for money.
I mean, even now, our viewers, whoever's watching this, is getting incentivized to go into business school, not science, right? So you
Right.
start drawing the minds that could handle science, be like, well, I want a nice life. F that.
Right.
I'm not working there. So you end up with a society that's just all business people who makes the stuff.
Who makes stuff, yeah. There's the
Comes
hard
up with
work.
stuff to make. Like,
Secure the area, then grab the demo charge.
Plus, making
I guess
stuff.
what I'm saying is we're noble people.
I mean, gosh, I don't think that it's making stuff is
I mean-
hard
Uh-huh.
and expensive and difficult and risky, but it brings lots of value to society.
Right.
But then doing business is low risk, easy, doesn't require lots of this like, crappy equipment that needs maintenance and different things. So there's a lot of incentive to do business if you can.
Drop it
Right.
at the door. I'll detonate by
I mean,
remote.
I guess another way to say it is if you're a business manager, you don't necessarily need to ever come up with good ideas. You just need to know how to market it and get people, like leverage people into paying prices for it.
Right.
So if you have, where was I going with this? Oh, I got so distracted. I'm talking about being smart. I got distracted. But without a product, what are you selling? The flip side of that is, like, say, engineers or scientists can make a product, but then not get it out to people. But there to me seems to be a chicken. It's not chicken and then the egg. It's because it's not like one without the other. It's one won't do as well without the other. Maybe it'll fail, but without the engineer scientists and also right down to the people that actually like do the work and like build a factory and operate it. Without those people, then you don't have a product at all to sell.
Right.
You can't possibly have business people.
And gosh, every time
I think
somebody
you need to place a charge.
every time somebody complains about, like an engineer complains about sales and business people, he's like, "Oh, no, we need business people. We need." They gotta like caveat everything. We need them. They're
Heavy
important.
clouds blowing this way.
But I've never heard a salesperson be like, "We need the engineers." They don't feel like they need the caveat. It's like, that's my money, my sale. Like, wait a
Right.
second.
Right.
One more should do it. We'll drop
Why is
another
it
demo
your sale? You
charge
can do it.
and some sentry guns.
So I had this friend who's
Traps going off course. Fucking storm's getting
the lady's
close.
talking.
How's
Okay.
the pellets and ground clutter? I don't know which one's got got the explosive.
I had a friend whose niece was asking for career advice. Like, should I go? I really like engineering, but I'm not sure about the financial stuff. And my friend was like, if you really like it, this is the things you do. Giving her advice based off of what she likes. And then she had another uncle that was like, oh no, you want to go in business? Like, all the engineers, they just pretty much do whatever I tell them. It's like, wait a minute. The engineers do the thinking and designing stuff. I'm not just like your servants. But that's how we viewed it. So like, what does that mean? It's like, make a thing, make it 10% faster, 30% cheaper. Just do it. It's like, there, I told them what to do, and then they did it. Like, that's my victory. Like, what?
Yeah, what?
All you did was yell at them.
Right, and business people need input to the product, that's for sure. But having not engineers be primary decision makers is really strange.
Get that back to the door. Should be good to blast through.
Gosh, even down to, is this possible? Like, just tell them to do it. Like, what if it's not possible because of engineering limitations? Just tell them to do it.
Right.
It's wild.
Yeah, well, so I actually think in the U.S. our Navy is actually super powerful right now, super powerful. But we've got real problems because, gosh,
I see.
Building ships, tough game, and we've forgotten how to do it. There's a bunch of business people that are like, let's build the ships. Where are we going to build them? Just buy from China.
That's simple.
Yeah.
Ooh, but we're trying to strategically not buy from China.
Right. Now we don't have the workforce.
Build them here.
Like, just send it.
Not that easy. I'm going to protect this turret and hang out with it.
I got pounced. Bad shot.
Oh, turret, survive! Cool. Next room. Oh, I'm going to heal.
Yeah, I was looking at the projections of the U.S. fleet, and on an optimistic projection that doesn't take into account the probable delays.
Okay.
Yeah, the fleet is going to. The carrier number will decrease, and the fleet will get bigger in the optimistic scenario, but requires losing lots of old ships and stuff. Pretty bad. But in a realistic scenario, takes into account the delays that are pretty commonly seen throughout,
Yeah.
fleet's going to get smaller.
Things rarely go to plan. You can't just build it and be like, oh, perfect. Right. There are problems when you try to get stuff together.
And things do go to plan if you have experienced people who are empowered to make decisions.
That know how to avoid the problems because they've encountered it enough.
Yeah.
Right side, two things.
Focus up. Oh, I gotta heal up. Oh boy. Okay, I gotta heal. I can't heal. I'm just running around like a madman. Oh, out of stamina. He found me. He got me.
I'm down.
Ah, I did not. I was fine, and I.
Come on, Alpha. Pick one of us up. Alpha, use that trigger finger. Nope. Nope.
I didn't.
Okay.
I got lazy.
Okay.
I got lazy.
Okay.
Black, I need reserves on the ground ASAP. Weather's closing fast.
Blew it.